How I would make my own passwords complex is like kind of add things to make that name not your name. So let's say my name's Rishan, it's spelled Rishaan. I would replace the S with like a dollar sign.
So first you will give an image to the AI.
Yeah.
And then you will ask AI to describe what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then you will again feed the information that this is how a cat looks. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Marina Vibe podcast season 1. Today we have a 12-year-old as a guest, and I think he knows how to use the AI prompts in a much cooler way than any one of us. Let's deep dive into conversation with him and know a little bit more. Hi Rishan, how are you?
I'm good.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome to your first podcast. And how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
Fantastic. Could you introduce yourself?
So my name's Rishan Agarwal. I'm 12 years old. I'm in the 8th grade. And some of my interests would be like in computer science and any type of like engineering topic.
Okay, that's interesting. So, like I've come to know that you are interested in engineering and computer related stuff. How did you get that interest?
So when I was 6 years old, my grandparents from my mom's side took me to their office.
Okay.
And they showed me a computer, and then they showed me how to play some games on it. So I kind of understood how to maneuver a computer, and then I from there I got.
Do you remember the game that you played then?
It was kind of like it was some Nickelodeon games. I don't know. It was
Okay.
very old.
Okay, so that got your interest.
Yeah.
Okay. And from then till now, how have you been starting to enjoy playing games or with the IT related stuff?
So I don't know. Like I play games with my dad. We sometimes have Saturday or Sunday game sessions. So that's how I've kind of played more games. Regarding to IT and everything, I have obviously recently completed my ethical hacking course and the exam for my certification, and I feel good about that. So already the two things I'm doing is helping me towards my knowledge and understanding.
Fantastic. If you could invent an app or a device that could help people, what would it be?
So I would make a credential manager, like a password manager, because there's so much different ways of securing your accounts and everything, but they're all decentralized. And I want to make like a platform that's all in one, that has all the tools you need, like a password generator, password, like you can make your own, add your passwords onto there. And then one thing that's a bit hard to transfer across devices is something called passkeys. So it's kind of like so it's basically a private key. You have one half, the company you log into has the other half. So that's a new technology that's being developed as we speak. So it's like a passwordless login. You just use the passkey with like Face ID or Touch ID on your mobile, connect it to the website or app, then you'll log in. So like one of those, I want to sync across all apps or like sync across all devices to make it better for everyone.
Make it more smoother for us.
Yeah.
So that when we forget password, it's still fine
Yeah.
for us. Okay. So also I want to ask you a question. How can we make our password more stronger and at the same time it's easy for us to remember? Sometimes when the technology will really not work out for us then.
So how I would make my own passwords complex is like I remember something I always know. So let's say I could remember my name or someone else's name, but kind of add things to make that name not your name. So let's say my name's Rishan, it's spelled Rishaan. I would replace the S with like a dollar sign, the end A with the at sign, and then at the before I put my name, I could add like a consecutive or even just a single symbol and then number, and then kind of have variety over it, but it's something that you'll remember and you can even write down, or something that's very easy.
That's good. That's interesting. So replace a S with a dollar sign, everyone. Yeah? Cool. Okay. Do you think AI is smarter than humans? And what are some of the things humans can do that AI probably cannot?
So let's say as of today, AI already has like a vast knowledge of, let's say, even the courses I'm doing, it helped me practice for that. It has understanding of student courses and anything anyone's doing, the most part. What humans can do that AI can't, as of right now, is probably the one thing that's everyone's talking about: emotion. AI robots, they can't, currently don't really have emotion, like they don't have too much empathy, too much emotion yet. Maybe obviously as like Tesla's recently released some like a Tesla robot, so that maybe when they finally release it, maybe they can add ChatGPT or whatever into it. They'll maybe have some emotion to it or stuff like that. So emotion is a very controversial topic. So that's like something that they're still adding, kind of like still developing for robots and AI
So emotions is something that humans can only do at the moment,
at the
and
moment. Yeah.
AI cannot. Maybe
Yes.
future it.
Future they'll it has a possibility to come true. So robots might have
Okay. I have
emotions.
a question for you. So when you go to a shopping mall, what are the shops that you really go for?
Regarding shopping, I don't know. Like maybe my favorite snacks or maybe my favorite, like even when I just go shopping, like say like shopping in general, I don't always shop. Like sometimes if I go into like an Apple store or a tech store, I like to look around and see the new stuff. If I go into like a grocery store, I see my favorite snacks. Maybe buy it, maybe not. So those are the kind of shopping related
Okay.
stuff
So your
I,
shoppings are either for your snacks or for IT
or
gadgets.
even just looking in general without not even having to buy it.
No
Just
agenda.
just
Okay.
looking.
That's interesting. What are some of the cool things you think AI could help us in the future, like in your school?
So, like I've also previously mentioned, AI has helped me memorize, practice stuff for like my recent ethical hacking course I've done. So it's helped me regarding that. It can help students just in general practice for the course or the lesson they're doing in exam. Like ChatGPT, let's for an example, you can upload files to the AI and it will read those files and then it'll give you, well, whatever prompt you give it, it will give knowledge based on that.
Yeah.
So then you can ask it. Like I use this quiz thing called Blookit.
Okay.
So Blookit is basically where teachers and students can make quizzes, and then teachers can give to students, or students can practice by themselves and use those quizzes to help their knowledge and
Will
test their
that
knowledge.
help the students to remember things better?
So this quiz I'm talking about, you can either do multiple choice or you can do like only answering will be the answer. So like, typing and it'll only one word or a couple will be that answer. So in for me it has different people, different students have maybe different ways of memorizing. Everyone's different. Everyone's imperfect.
So, in your school now, I think you have started going back to school, right?
Yeah.
So, what are the cool things kids might have done during the summer break?
So I've seen some students have traveled to like, I've seen one of my friends travel to 5 places.
Okay.
Three of them were like where he was from, and then two was where he's traveling. That was one student. Another student was uh, meeting lots of famous people. It was
Oh,
lots of
okay.
different things. That
What
was,
did you do this summer?
so I traveled to India, and I had a great time. I met some cousins of mine
Okay.
that either I have not met ever or like have not met in like a long time.
Okay. Was it different from Dubai?
I mean, since I've been born here and lived here my entire life, it is different, and it's many factors. Like, but like, uh, for my side, like the technology side, sometimes like Samsung or app or just Samsung and other Android phones, they have different countries. Like different countries have their own separate phone models, so that's also some type of uh,
Okay.
thing I kind of look at sometimes. So my interests are still in different countries I go to. So my interests or even anything else, when I go to different countries, I see the different way they perceive and do stuff. So like different cultures, I see how they do it and I understand how it works. So
So, when you start working or when you think of starting your own business,
yeah.
what field will it be in?
So currently, so before I've done this ethical hacking course, I've been thinking in computer science and a degree in engineering. So both those degrees, but I might be considering doing a degree in cybersecurity. So I'll just see which which out of those three which are the two of those three I kind of want to do more. Maybe
Okay.
it might be computer science and ethical hacking, or it might be it could really be anything. It could even be something different from all of those three. I'm still also looking into the college degrees and everything I might go into.
Okay. So, with whatever we are speaking, you're more into computers and all of that.
Yeah.
What about some kind of physical activity? Do you enjoy sports? Do you enjoy outside of the computer world life?
So I do sports. I do swimming and then water polo. So
Okay.
swimming I've done for even before COVID. During COVID we have had to have a stop because of the lockdown, but otherwise I have been doing swimming. And then water polo I've only recently 1 or 2 years ago I've started water polo. So I'm
Okay.
also doing that sport.
Okay. So, do you enjoy that
Yeah, I
as
do.
much as you enjoy your computers?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, if you want to teach a robot what a cat looks like, what would you do?
So it's kind of like training the AI's algorithm to perceive what a cat looks like. So when let's say you can ask me what a cat looks like, I will describe it as whiskers, slightly big ears. I would have my own descriptions and everything. So what I would do is how I would train the AI is AI. Sorry, I would train it by giving it like an image of a cat, giving it to it, asking it what it thinks of the image, what details it can see from that image, and then like a general idea of what a cat is. I would that way of giving the AI, sorry, is the best way I think of training it.
So, first you will give an image to the AI,
Yeah.
and then you will ask AI to describe what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then you will again feed the information that this is how a cat looks
I'll
like.
give a couple of images, couple descriptions to train its memory. Like ChatGPT, it can memorize stuff. So I want to kind of make that AI memorize things that are like good for knowledge, like ChatGPT or any other AI. Also, they can create images. So if I ask it, let's say, create an image of a cat, or I could even say create an image of a cat, and then I can give descriptors for the what I want the cat to look like. I would want to look. I would want that cat to look like that. So I would want to kind of, when I train it, give it many other like unique images plus some general images of what a cat looks like. So that's how I would train it basically.
Okay, fantastic. So, you know, Netflix recommends you the show, right?
Yeah.
After you have seen something. So, how does that really work?
So how the Netflix algorithm might work. This is how I think it would work. So some shows, let's say if you watch maybe this is I don't know how much minimum shows you need on like a first account that you make. Let's say you have a new account, you go into and watch a couple shows. Sometimes whenever I watch, I always see 93% recommended in the top of the under the title of the show or movie. It says this much percent rated, and then sometimes it says when I pause Netflix, sometimes it says not don't like this show, like this or love this show. So sometimes I click on those to give more recommendations. So I think it kind of has its own AI based, or not AI, its own computer based algorithm to find what the consumer likes to watch. So that's how I think it works.
Okay. Also, one more thing. Actually, my friend was just asking me some time back. They were talking about a particular topic, and after they finished having their conversation, they went and scrolled on their phone, and the same topic showed up on their phone. How does that work?
So here's like a myth that's going around even to this day. This is the myth that's kind of going around that hasn't been fully proven. We always think that let's say, yeah, you talk about the cup, the phone has a mic that hears and gives recommendations. That's the myth that's going around. So that's one reason that it could listen in. Or each device, maybe if let's say one friend, let's say me and you are talking about cats, you on your phone search about cats, I scroll through YouTube, maybe like let's say iPhone to iPhone or Android to whatever device, it'll send that data over to kind of gives the same recommendations. That's my way of perceiving this. Listen, the device listening to you. That's how I perceive
So, the
it.
device does listen to us.
In theory, yeah.
but not practical.
Not really.
You still think it's a myth.
It is a myth. I know it's not real, but it's just fascinating to hear how it like you.
But
like,
this
like,
keeps happening all the
Yeah.
time. Like right now, my Facebook shows all cute dogs on my feed, and I have 5 cats and still want to get another dog because I see those cute images. So, and I have not searched about any dog anytime.
So that's some another thing. Another funny story. Whenever maybe I look through YouTube Shorts or any YouTube videos, I remember that thing. Like let's say a show I saw, but I forgot. Sometimes when I think about it, it just pops up randomly on my YouTube recommendations. Maybe that's because I've looked at it before, or because maybe it could be reading my mind. It's a myth in its own, so we don't.
Okay, let's take it. Do you have any limitation on using electronic gadgets at home?
So regarding limitations, not really any limitations, but like limitations I do have. Let's say like screen time, how much you should be on the device. So that's some rules that are kind of in place.
Okay.
So
Is it like your mom and dad have told you that so many hours of the day you need to go out, and
sometimes, yeah, they do say that.
they do say that?
Get off, maybe to take some time off the TV or phone or iPad. So like
Okay, cool,
some type
fantastic.
of limitation.
One last question from here. What's your favorite moment in the water that made you feel proud and excited?
So in water polo, maybe yeah. So the best moment I had in the water was during my water polo. I was kind of we were doing like practicing for we kind of practiced for like a fake match, but then in that practice that I did, I scored a couple of goals. So then I kind of felt happy after the.
Okay, yeah, whenever we win, we feel happy about it, right? So you have a younger sister.
Yeah,
So what kind of musties do you do together?
I don't know, like we just sometimes fight and
Yeah. Only fight?
okay, fine.
You guys fight over food?
Depends.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let's ask this or that questions now. Okay. Coding games or playing games?
I think I would code.
Okay. Fixing a computer bug or creating a new app?
Fixing a computer bug.
Okay. Carry heavy school bags or study on tablets?
Carry heavy school bags.
Carry heavy. Why?
Because
They're so heavy.
technically, I still do carry heavy school bags. Like my laptop's heavy, my iPad's heavy, and I still take it to school. So I can still manage
Okay,
with
cool.
that.
Sleep early and wake up early or sleep late and wake up late?
So I'm more of like an early person, but I kind of sleep late, wake up early. But regarding those options, I do sleep early and wake up early.
Wake up early. Okay. Live without TV or live without the internet?
I think I would live without TV because internet is like needed everywhere.
Everywhere, right? And you can start watching whatever you want on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. We are done with our question answer session. And that comes to an end of your first podcast at the Marina Vibe show.
Thank you
Hope
for
you
having me.
enjoyed.
Thank you for having me.